Okay, next recipe is pesto pasta. This definitely isn't a traditional pesto pasta. I'm sorry to the Italians that I'm offending with my videos, but I just cook what I like, so there you go. I've already boiled the kettle for the pasta because that was a bit noisy in the last video. So, it's obviously pesto is nuts, basil and oil. So I'm going to start with 50 grams of nuts. I'm going to do a bit of a mix just to show you can do it with all sorts. So some almonds. Traditionally it would be pine nuts, so I'm going to add some pine nuts. And then the rest I'm going to do with cashews. So there you go, 50 grams of nuts. And I'm just going to toast them. Kind of gets the oils going, so it means it blends up nicer and it's not as kind of as bitty. So kettle for the pasta. I'm going to use wholemeal pasta. Wholemeal pasta again. I like how it tastes, and yeah, more fibre. Grab that. So yeah, this is a pretty simple recipe. It's pretty much all done in the blender. I know not everyone has a NutriBullet like this, but you can do it with a food processor, or if you've got a stick blender like that, then you can do it. It won't be quite as good probably, like these aren't as powerful, but you can make it work. So yeah, if you don't have a NutriBullet, you can do that. So I'm going to do 150 grams for myself. So yeah, this is a very vibrant dish. It's very, 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 very green. And I am using basil and spinach today for the greenness. But you can do it with just spinach actually. Like not everyone has a basil plant all the time, and we're really good at killing ours. So yeah, you can just do it with spinach. So salt, water, and then all pasta, and then I set my timer. So this recipe basically takes as long as the pasta takes to cook. So I'll put that on for 8 minutes. Okay, so nuts are toasting. Now for the pesto. So I'm going to add some nutritional yeast, just to give a bit of that cheesy flavour. I guess it kind of replaces it doesn't replace, but acts as the parmesan that would usually be in here. Then I'm going to add a pinch of salt, pepper, and a garlic clove, which I need to get out of here. Karate chop that out of there. It's gonna boil over. So yeah, if you don't like garlic, probably do less. Like it's obviously raw garlic, so it is pretty pungent. But I love garlic, so to be honest, that is actually quite a lot. So I'm gonna, for just one person, like that's probably a normal size garlic clove. So yeah, I'm not actually gonna go as mad. So then the other ingredients for the pesto is a lot of olive oil. You can do full olive oil and a little bit of water. I'm going to do maybe like half and half. Start with a good amount of olive oil and then loosen it up with water. It is, yeah, I'd say that's probably like 30 grams, maybe 20 grams. Ooh, that's how to burn your nuts. They're done. So anyway, hopefully I haven't ruined that. That'll be right. Chuck them in there. They're really hot. Yikes. Wait that longer. Then just a splash of water, and then basil. So with this pesto you can actually go stalks and all, like that's a good amount of basil. It all gets whizzed up anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. And then I kind of bulk it out with spinach. It's just easier and not as expensive, I guess, as well. Because if you made this amount of pesto with just basil, you would use a lot of basil. So yeah, you can use spinach. And it's kind of not precise, like it goes down so much that you just kind of ram it in. I should have used the smaller kind of cup for this, so it probably is going to take a while to actually. But yeah, you can shove quite a lot in there. That's like, I'll probably chuck some more in there actually. I don't mind if this, like the sauce is quite a big part of the pasta, like sauce to pasta ratio is high, so yeah, you can go hard on that. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, because it always ends up, oh, and lemon juice. It always ends up being a little bit thick, I think. And extra water now will cook out anyway when you finish off the sauce. So yeah, good amount of lemon juice, bit of acidity, and then we'll blend it up. This will be loud again. You need to make sure you get that garlic clove, because if you don't, then you're gonna get a bit of a surprise. You can go pretty smooth on this if you want, but I prefer like a little bit bittier, just bits of nuts, and yeah, I think it tastes really nice. So with it, we're gonna have some tomatoes. Just get a cutting board. I actually like fresh tomatoes, and these are a bit soft. Actually, they're right. I like fresh tomatoes and sun-dried tomatoes with it. We got sun-dried tomatoes, and I just kind of mix them in at the end. You can also add more pine nuts at the end as well, toast some more. Actually, I'll do that since my pan is warm. Let's toast a few more pine nuts for the top. Oh, I left that stove on. Oh well. So I'm just gonna quarter these. Yeah, just add them at the end. It's probably a bit too much. There you go. Just roughly chop these. And with the pine nuts, it should be lovely. And I'm probably going to add some chili as well on top, because I think that tastes super nice. That's it. It's a pretty easy meal. It literally takes 10 minutes. And yeah, you can obviously buy pre-made pesto, but I think homemade just tastes so much nicer. And you can, like, if you really like lemon juice or if you really like garlic, you can make it how you like it. And yeah, you can use whatever you've got. If you've got any green vegetables, you can make pesto. You can make it with broccoli, you can make it with avocado. Like, yeah, that's actually quite nice. Give it a little taste. Yum. It's a lot. It's really good with pesto. With the basil, I don't often make it with it. Okay, let's taste pasta. Tastes pretty good. It's there. Turn off that. Yeah, that's done. Remember and save some pasta water again, so you can loosen up. I'm actually going to put this all back into here, because then we are going to mix in the sauce. So, yeah. The thing about NutriBullet is they're quite hard to get all the stuff out, but if you have a silicone spatula, then that makes it a lot easier. So yeah, you can see how much sauce I'm doing for one person. Yeah, this would serve maybe 1 or 2 people, depends how hungry you are. I'm pretty hungry because I've left it quite late to eat. So yeah, there is a lot more sauce more pesto to pasta than you would usually if you bought the pesto in a jar. But I think that's a good thing. It means you're getting way more greens, and just the pesto is the star of the of the show anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to cook this through. The pasta has a little bit more to cook. I pull it al dente, so I'll just finish up cooking. And yeah, it is a pretty adaptable recipe. Your base is oil, some sort of veg, some sort of nuts, and then lemon juice and salt. So apart from that, you can customize it however you want. You could use sunflower oil, you could use basically no oil if you wanted, and you could do it all with water. It won't be quite as kind of decadent, but it will be less fatty. So yeah, I'm just going to cook it to a point that looks good, and we'll grab some chilies to put on top as well. Looks pretty good. These aren't as toasted as I'd want, but they're warm, so it's fine. Some chili, bit of spice, a bit of pepper. There you go. Easy 10-minute pesto pasta with basil and spinach. Quite a coarse pesto, lots of nuts. Yeah, tastes super nice. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this recipe, and yeah, subscribe for more, and we'll keep churning out these recipe videos. Thanks.